Hello, the troopers, and welcome back to General Economics Bunker. Thank you so much for joining me here on this fine Tuesday night on a very short notice, but here we are. We're gonna have fun. So this is just a little quick impromptu live. I kind of been missing these. Just talking about whatever, mostly toys, of course, as the name says. Um, yeah. So as I was winding down for the day, I was like, you know what? I've been kind of postponing on opening some figs, and that led me to say, you know what? Why not open it with the Bunker Bunch? Joining me in the chat, telling me not to do it, watching me cry about it, and just having an overall good time, right? So I decided to go. You know what? Still a quick live. So here we are. Thank you so much for everybody that is coming in. Thank you so much for everybody that is doing the rewatch. By the way, remember you are also part of the Bunker Bunch. So thank you. I hope that Monday didn't suck too bad for you guys. It was it was a very long day yesterday, very long day. So I hope that you guys are chilling now. Maybe with a nice refreshing beverage. Doesn't have to be alcoholic, but if it is, we make no judgment. You guys are in the tree of trust, and I'm having a little sippy sip myself. That's always good. So yeah, how was your weekend? How was your hopefully not sucky Monday, start of the week? And yeah, and here we are, Tuesday. Tuesday, underrated. It used to be cheaper movies on Tuesdays. Remember that? I don't know. I don't think you guys are old enough to remember that. Um, so yeah, we used to go to the movies like all the time on Tuesdays, but not so much anymore, right? I think now it's Wednesdays, and yeah, it just goes to show you how long it's been since I've been to a movie during the week. Although speaking of movies, maybe I shouldn't complain because actually this past Saturday I went to see Blade. You guys remember Blade, the Wesley Snipes one, the one that everybody forgets is like the one of the first like successful Marvel movies. Um, Kind of like the one that bailed him out. Actually, Marvel was not doing too great in the '90s. I think everybody sort of knows that story, and they were selling off, their rights to everything, every superhero out there. Somebody bought the rights, of course, for Spider-Man, for Fantastic Four, all that stuff. But Blade, man, Blade was the first movie based on a Marvel comic books property that was successful. It was very successful. And so this past Saturday, they showed it here at a theater very close by to the house. So yeah, so I could not miss it. And man, it is a great movie. It's it's just so much fun. So much fun. Don't get me wrong. There's a few things in that movie they definitely could not do today. Not without getting into a bunch of trouble, of course. But yeah, it's so fun. It is so fun, and like I said, there was a couple things that I did not remember, like when Deacon Frost, which is a cool name, for a bad guy, basically throws a kid through a through what was it, like a vending, stand in the street. I was like, wow, that is something else. That is something else. I'm all for it. Hey, it definitely, made Blade mad, but yeah. So sorry to go off on a tangent, but Blade was super fun to watch it again in theaters. So glad to have done that. But we already got some people here in the chat. Appreciate it. Again, sorry about the really short notice, but these tend to be kind of like that. We just kind of go, right, and you guys are always super awesome showing up. So first and foremost, like the name says, we got the first sister. What's going on, Janine? Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you saying hello there. What is going on? We got Macho saying hello. What's up, brother? Thank you so much for joining, man. I appreciate you. KO saying hi. What's up? What's up? We got Chris from the Man Collect saying, "What's up, everyone? Good thing you're here, Chris, because we got your number one fan right there, Janine, saying hi, Chris. The Man Collect saying hi to Janine. Hope you and Scott and the cats are doing well." And we got Josh Outboard saying, "Hey there, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for joining." Um, First Sister says, "We are. Life did throw a curveball today. My dad passed away. No way. 84 years young. Jeez." Janine, I had no idea. And I'm sorry about that. That is, gosh, that is tough. Yeah, I wish you, strength to you and your family. And I know that that you guys will cherish all the memories you share with him dearly. So we're sending you a big hug in the force for you and your family. I hope that you guys are you guys are hanging on, right? So sorry about that, Janine, again. And yeah, I yeah, I'm not even really sure what to say except just remember that you're not alone. And yeah, just I guess try to focus on the good, that you got to have your dad for a long time, right? Some people don't get to that point. So big hug, Janine, again to you and your family, and we hope for prompt resignation. We hope for strength, and just remember that your YouTube family is here for you. So big hug, sister. We got Josue saying hi. We got Gary's Grail. What is going on, man? Thank you so much for joining. Saying good evening. Thank you, thank you. Easy Collecting saying, "What's up, everyone?" Easy, I just saw your comment on Instagram. I'm trying to restream over to Instagram. It's still kind of funky, to be honest. Um, but I appreciate you coming in on both accounts, apparently. So again, you checked in into Instagram and here. So thank you for that. So sorry to hear that, Janine, says Chris. Yeah, absolutely, Janine. Again, yeah, can't say anything but sorry. So um, Janine saying the man collects number one fan. Absolutely. Thank you, Jose says Janine. No, thank you for being here. What are you doing here? Seriously. Um, yeah. Again, big hug. Gareth Grail saying sorry for your loss. First sister saying thank you all. Yeah, absolutely. That is very, very tough. Easy collecting says it's hard to hear that, Janine. Hope you guys are doing all right. Thanks, Colin says first sister. So yeah, guys, send some love. Send some love to the first sister, Janine. Send some good vibes through the force and some hugs as well. What's up, Colin says the man collects. So yeah, guys, I was thinking that we haven't done first of all the toy talk in a little while, right? And I wanted to check in with some toys. We haven't really talked about toys here in the channel for a little bit on the live streams. Anyway, we are still trying to do some of the toy hunts. It's been kind of slow for me. In well, it's been kind of slow me getting out there just because of work. It's been kind of nuts. But yeah, we're still toy hunting, and we're still trying to find some good stuff. But let's check in with this guy that I thought we had kind of wrapped up already, but it seems like it's still over 2 weeks left. So, in case you're not familiar with this, this is the current HasLab. Again, I thought this one was closed already, but no, it's still going strong. So, this is the current HasLab over on Hasbro Pulse. If you don't know what a HasLab is, it is basically a crowdfund strategy where you sort of prepay for the product and then Hasbro moves it into production. If the minimum amount or minimum number of backers or buyers, we should say, does not meet, then the item does not go into production. So the I guess the special about the HasLab is that it would only be made in the quantities that are pre-purchased during the crowdfunding period. So this is Omega Prime, which is again the current HasLab. I'm not super into Transformers, so I couldn't really tell you exactly if these guys look good. They look cool, but I don't know if they're super accurate to the show, I guess. But you do get this basically these three Transformers that which combine into one, right? And you'll get them for the low price of $249.99. And yeah, so I think we kind of knew that this one was going to back. I think I don't know that anybody was really putting that in doubt. But so the initial target was 10,000 backers. It's up to 15. Yeah, it's only like 250 shy of 16,000, which is kind of crazy. And they still have 16 days, guys. So over 2 weeks for to wrap it up. So kind of surprised about that one. I knew it was going to back, but usually the last few HasLabs have been backed. I mean, the Ghost was literally backed like within, I think, like 48 hours of being done. So it was very kind of close. So usually these things tend to go very very fast on the last minute, literally. And so, like I said, it's a cool product. They sort of all combine, they transform, right? Is this? I think this is meant to be Ultra Magnus. Also transforms, and then you get some accessories, of course, and then you got the big combining Megabot. So very very cool. They when they do crowdfunding like this, they do have some tiers, and I think the first tier should have been cleared by now. So yeah, so here are some of the glamour shots. These are the three bots that you get, and then let's see. Of course, they combine, and okay, so this is the first unlocked tier. At 13,000, you get that Matrix Blade. Cool name. I don't know that's enough for for a tier, but I guess it's a big sword. It's like twice the height of the figure, so it's a big sword. It's kind of cool. And then at 16,000, you get tier two, which is a piece of street. Apparently, that's interesting. Okay, well, oh, that's it. That's it. Okay, so only two tiers. It looks like they're very close to unlocking the last one. They only need 251 backers. So 251 backers, and they will get the bridge, the piece of street with it to go along with your big transformer. So that is yeah, that's interesting. Are you guys collecting transformers out there? Let me know in the comments if you back this actually. 250 for three, well, for two big figures and a little one. I don't know. Do you guys think that's a good price? Um, I mean, as things are going, right? Maybe. So we got Optimus Prime, which is 12.25 inches. We got Ultra Magnus, a little bit shorter, coming at 11.5 inches, and then we got Blue Bolts at 5.75 inches. So three Transformers, two pretty big ones actually, and then they combine. So it's cool. I mean, it's a cool figure. I'm still not sure that it is HasLab worthy, but it's been backed, so it will be made. So congratulations to Transformers fans, especially to the ones that backed it. Hey Evan, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for joining, man. I appreciate you. So Evan just joined over on Instagram. Appreciate that. Thank you. And so yeah, guys. So let me know if you guys back this, if you are into Transformers and you have been wanting this. Do you think this is a worthy HasLab? Right. So yeah, over 2 weeks, and you only need 251 more backers to get the last tier unlocked. So what do you guys think? You think it's gonna happen? I'm kind of thinking it's gonna happen, right? I mean, 2 weeks just for 250 more backers. It kind of makes sense, right? I would pretty much count on that second tier being unlocked. But yeah, I don't know why. I could have sworn that the HasLab was done, or you know had like 2 days tops left, but no, apparently 16 days still. So there you go. If you're still on the fence about it, they are gonna make it, so you can order with pretty much the confidence that you're gonna get everything, both tiers unlocked. So there you go for you Transformer fans. All right, refreshing. And then let's check in. We haven't seen Super 7 in a little while. So Super 7 kind of did a little bit of a design, I think, on their website. So Godzilla minus one T-shirt, very very cool. They got some apparel. They got Yeah, your Ultimates Wave 6 already. Wow, Wave 6. That's crazy. It looks like they're leaning a lot into their apparel. And of course, we got the Ultimates. Oh, we got Silverhawks, Copper Kid, Space Racer exclusive Super Pack. What is this? What is this? Oh wow, it is the vehicle. All right, this is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. You guys are fans of Silverhawks. You even remember watching that when you were kids. So that's another dear 80s properties. It wasn't very successful, I would say, as much as of course, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or even Thundercats for that matter. Sort of that mutant human animal type of mix up. Silverhawks was pretty futuristic. I always liked it a lot. Um, but I had not seen this little combo. That's kind of cool. So you get the figure, of course. You get his. That's a lot of accessories actually. Super pack, and then you get the vehicle as well. That is kind of cool. Not gonna lie. But so it's up for pre-order. Copper Kid and Speed Racer, and for a cool $205. So I don't know. This is kind of cool. I actually did not know this was happening, so I kind of dig it. I kind of dig it. Silverhawks, like I said, I was always a fan. Growing up, I actually have a couple of these guys from the first versions, which now I kind of regret because they did some separate ones or some newer ones, I should say, that that apparently are meant to be a little bit closer to the way they looked on the cartoon. So let's see if we go back to Silverhawks. So there it is. A lot of copper kit. Okay, so the figure by itself, it's just the $55. See, you see that cartoon accurate? I think it means it's going to be a little bit shinier than before. So that's interesting. The Space Racer by itself is 150 bones, and then both are 205, which is literally just the addition of these two prices. But you get that bonus super pack, which looks like an alternate head and the weapon. So if you're gonna buy them both, maybe get the combo. Bluegrass. This is another one I might end up picking up eventually. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, very very cool. Uh, Silverhawks. I had not seen anything Silverhawks for years. They took a very long time to produce this, by the way. Um, I remember pre-ordering the first batch or the first, what was it, one or two figures back in like 2020, maybe 2021, and they took like over a year, guys. I ventured to say even 2 years till they finally got him. But sorry, I've been neglecting you here in the chat. Let me jump right back into it. Uh, Easy Class says, "What's up, Mr. Marion?" Martha saying, "Hi, what's going on? Thanks for coming in." Janine say hi to Martha. Luis saying, "Hello, General Kenobi. What's going on? And thank you so much for coming in." We got Evan pulling double duty over here on YouTube as well, saying, "Okay, hopped over here. Appreciate you, man. Thank you." Uh, and he says, "Silverhawks are dope." Yeah, man. This ones look good, especially the shiny ones, right? I kind of regret not getting those. Josh Otterman said, "Wish there could be more Power Ranger stuff." I hear you, man. Power Ranger fans are kind of hurting right now. Um, I hope that you guys get your due. So Super Seven actually also under the Ultimates. I'm pretty sure they also have Power Rangers, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Oh, see, there you go. This Golder I thought was always pretty cool. But I wonder if we can just see the Power Rangers. Oh, they're not here. Did I miss them? MMPR. There we go. Okay, so that Goldar is pretty dope, by the way. So you do have, of course, some villains, some of the main characters. This is something that I always kind of liked. The swords, they're like the individual swords that come with the miniatures, and they are to ultimate scale, so they still come in the packaging. I always kind of like this. I always thought that was kind of cool. I don't know that they did all of them. Maybe they stopped the line before that, or they haven't done them all. So Green Ranger, of course, and the black and gold dragon sword are sold out, as is Rita, apparently, the violet version. And then the T-Rex is low on stock, and Goldar, which I think looks really, really dope. Look at that. That looks very cool. The accessories, kind of box, alternate head. I don't know. These guys are very cool. But I am with you, Josh. I wish that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers can come back on track, because it's kind of crazy, right? They've been around for 30 years, uninterrupted basically, and all of a sudden it just kind of stopped. So I feel for you guys. Hey, look who we got here. Oh, well, we got two. Look who we got here first. We got Mr. Hollywood in the house. We got nerd affiliated, our brother Archer. Appreciate the represent on that very cool post you did about visiting Tatooine. Thank you so much for wearing that awesome General Kenobi's Bunker t-shirt, which, by the way, let me blow myself up here. By the way, if you want to get your own, you can very easily, because I pinned the link to the top of the chat right now on YouTube. So if you just click on that, that's going to take you to my friend's online store. Again, in case you don't know, I have partnered with one of my friends who was already doing, some of the clothing selling on Etsy and things like that. And so we partnered to do some of the General Kenobi's Bunker merch. So I'd appreciate it if you guys check that out. Again, the logo T-shirt is pinned to the chat here, and there's other options. So make sure that you check those out. We also got Sleeping Collectibles, whom I like to call Aragorn, because he has been returning like the king he is, taking YouTube by storm once again. And I love to see, the well, not to sound redundant, but all the love that you've been getting, brother. It's good to see you back. It's good to see the hunts out there. It's good to see you interacting, again, a little bit more with the community. Love it. Missed you. I'm so glad you're back, and I can't wait to see where you go, man. I know that you have a lot of plans, in the works. So it's gonna be super fun, man. So welcome back. Archer saying sorry for your loss for a sister. Thank you for that, man. Appreciate it. Hello, Mr. Affiliated, says Chris from The Man Collects. Nerd Affiliated basically saying what's up to everybody, and to The Man Collects, and to KO. First sister saying thank you, Archer. Yeah, guys, once again, so Janine just experienced quite a loss today. Okay, the passing of her father. So if you can, I would greatly appreciate it if all of the Bunker Bunch watching right now and watching later on, just go ahead and send her a big hug through the force. Okay, she needs it, and yeah, so keep her in your prayers. What's up, Archer says Eben. Archer says easy collecting. Nerdfilm says Kenobi's out here helping small businesses. Yeah, man. Like I said, I've told you before. Of course, I can go, with a bigger print shop and things like that, and maybe it would have been easier if I'm being honest. But like I said, she already kind of had invested in some of the equipment. She kind of already invested in some of the stock. We've been friends since college, so I was like, you know what? To me, it just kind of makes sense. So that's why we went the route that we went, and it's been good so far. And I truly appreciate each and every single one of you that picked up a T-shirt. And like I said, if you want, there are other designs, so make sure that you check her store. Josh Otterberg says, some cool items, not too big into Super 7 stuff, been trying to find original stuff and legacy collection stuff. Just got to keep money here and there to buy them expensive items. I hear you. Super 7s are nice, but I do get what you're saying. If they sort of stop the line, maybe why not go back and try to catch up with some of the legacy line, some of the early, Lightning collection, or even some of the even earlier, right? Back from the 90s. So that'd be pretty cool. Mario, what's going on, man? Welcome. Says, I collect knockoff bootleg toys, bro. Dude, okay. Tell you what, hit me up, Mario. Hit me up with a couple of pics. Post them on your page on Facebook and tag me. Let's you and I talk, because I think that would be a very fun live stream, or pre-recorded episode for here for the bunker. So yeah, man, holla at me. Um, Evan saying, "Oh no, Janine, yeah." Janine saying, "Thanks, Evan. Still processing. Just found out an hour ago. Yikes, that is very recent, Janine. Like I said, yeah, we hope for a prompt resignation, and we wish you, strength. And like I said, just I know it's very hard right now. I can't even imagine what you're going through, but the best thing that I could, probably tell you is just try to focus on the love. Try to focus on all the time you got to spend with him and the good memories. So we got the Real Life Perspective Show in the house saying, "Hey, bud, hope you're doing well. Appreciate it, man. Thanks. You too. Good. Thank you for so much for stopping by." Um, Josh says, "I do like the Green Ranger Super 7. Yeah, some of those Rangers look pretty dope. I gotta be honest with you, that Goldar looks pretty good. Well, at least on the renderings, right? If anybody has the real deal, let me know. Let me know if it looks as good as it does on the images." Easy Collect says, "I collect bootlets figures too." Oh, no way. I didn't know that. First is let's not bring this down. Back to horde collecting. Love it, love it. But yeah. Yeah. So like I said, the whole kind of premise for going live tonight was that I actually have a couple of things that I want to open up, and I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not do it with the Bunker Bunch in the chat again, watching me cry about it, and telling me to please not do it. So, what do you say we get started? Let me show you what I want to open tonight, and then we'll get it started. So, let me check it out. This one is actually very, very overdue. I'm talking about like months. If I'm being completely honest, I may or may not have misplaced it momentarily, and I may or may not have found it earlier in the weekend. But anyway, it's this guy right here. Whoops, glare. So Mortal Kombat Spawn, Commando Spawn to be more accurate, and it's Commando Spawn because of the guns and the bullets, not because he's gone commando fully. You can see it; he still has pants on. So this thing already, like this little cool green effects, already sort of dropped from the box. Like I said, this thing has gotten a little bit tossed around here at the house. So found it again, and I've told you guys how my wife is a way better hunter than I am. She found this for $5. So I don't collect Mortal Kombat. I think everybody here knows that. Uh, but for that, yeah, no, I could not pass it up for a Commando Spawn. Um, so that's that one. Then we also got a couple of pickups that you guys have seen, hopefully, in the toy hunting videos. So um, one of the one that I told myself I wasn't gonna pick it up, but then I kind of found it cheap, and I was like, you know what? For $6, I kind of do have to do it. So it's this guy here, which is the Clone Trooper. They're just calling it a holiday edition. This is the Phase 2. Comes with a little porg right there, Nerf looking blaster, and yeah. So this guy was $6 right there, still with the tag. 5.99 at Ross. Again, part of the sort of exclusive right line for the holiday figures. This one is an odd color because I think it's meant to be like a gingerbread type of thing. So that's why the brown. But hey, nothing against brown. I love brown. And so yeah. So I picked this guy up and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna open it, honestly. Although I do like the way the boxes look, okay? I do like always kind of like the white, I guess presentation of it. Looks a little bit cleaner in my opinion. And then last but definitely not least, yet another Ross pickup, which is this guy here. Gundam Air RX 78-2. So this is basically what I like to call Grandpappy Gundam. This is the OG Gundam. This is the first model, right? From that 1979 awesome animation. So yeah, this is again from Ross, and I forgot to show you the price right there, 12 buckles, which is basically 50% off from what you found them, everywhere else. So yeah, so Gundam, this one is technically from Bandai, part of their Gundam Universe collection, which I've been enjoying because actually it's been a while since we had just Gundam figures. There's models all everywhere, but as you probably have witnessed here, I am not a patient man, guys. I just yeah, no. I cannot find my zen. I cannot align my chakras, all of that stuff. I am just not patient. Okay, so I don't really do models. When when we were all sort of locked down by the pandemic a few years ago, I tried to do a couple models, and I was just so stressed out. I don't know what it is. I'm just not into them. Um, Evan saying, "Good night, guys. I'll finish stream tomorrow. Good to start 6 hours. Oof. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. Thank you so much. And yeah, man, get some rest and have a good day tomorrow. So thank you for stopping by." Um, Josh, and I have to look into your shirts. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. You get free shipping right now. So if you just hit the link at the top of the chat, it's gonna take you to the T-shirt with the General Cannabis Bunker logo, which has been the most popular. And honestly, I like that T-shirt. Real Love says Spawn is so iconic. Did you ever watch the old HBO series? So great, dude. Okay, so yes, I did not watch it back then as it was airing. I guess I was kind of too young for that one, but it was a couple years ago. I want to say maybe during the lockdown that I tracked down the show, and it was not easy to find. The first season is out there like everywhere, but then I realized I never watched the second season, so I kind of set out on a mission to find it, and I did, and it's good. It's really good, but they could have done so much more with it. They introduced some characters that I thought were gonna bear more fruit. They didn't really do it. But man, those the casting, the voices, oof, top notch. Easy class. He kind of just looks like a muddy trooper. There you go. I like that. Rolando, our multiversal moderator in the house. Appreciate you coming in, man. And dude, good job on the toy hunting, dude. You are just putting me out there like freaking pancakes. So good job. Your content. And if you haven't, definitely go check out Rolando Flores here on YouTube. You can search like that, Rolando Flores, and you will find his toy hunting channel. Make sure that you subscribe and you comment, you watch some of his videos. This man is a freaking machine. All right. So definitely check it out. Colin saying later, Evan, and saying hi to Rolando. Rolando saying hi to basically to everybody. Appreciate you, man. Rolando is killing it. Dude, he puts me to shame. I feel bad for sometimes not being able to put out, like one toy hunting video a week. Rolando is putting out like seven. So very cool. Again, guys, go check out Rolando Flores here on YouTube. He is always helping us out here on every stream, pretty much for every channel out there. So let's show him some love. Hey, Rolando says the man collects. Appreciate it. Okay, so I'll tell you what, let's get started. And let me put this guys down here. Okay, so I usually ask you guys which one we should start, but I'm sorry. This guy has been lingering for so long that they were just gonna go ahead and crack him open. Okay, so like I said, he's kind of dinged up. For the people that didn't hear the story, my wife found this for $5. She asked me like, "Hey, you want it?" I was like, "Dude, for $5, of course I want a spawn." So technically, again, Commando spawn. This is from Mortal Kombat. What is this? 11 collection. So I want to say this is like a couple years old, right? By now. I can't see them. I can't see the year. Anyway, so let's go ahead, crack this guy open. We're gonna do it right here on camera. And like we always like to say around here, worthless. All right, it's done. Let's just keep going. Let's just work through the pain. Okay. All right. So we're gonna take out the tray. Try not to. So again, those green accessories are already floating around. They fell off the tray. So I'm gonna pick them up here, and I'm gonna show you guys right there. Tray shot. What do you guys think? It's kind of cool, right? It's kind of good looking. I'm kind of digging the old Yukon feel look right there. With the covered face, and again, it does come with these sort of flamey, glowy, plasma effects. Pretty cool. So let's take him out of the tray so we can see the figure itself. And I hope I don't break anything. As you know, sometimes I do tend to break stuff during the streams. So I'm just gonna put this up to the camera so that if I do break it, at least I'll have some footage. Okay, so the cape is like stuck in the tray. The cape is not soft goods, the cape is also molded and like stuck. There we go. Okay, it's out. It's out. All right. So here we go. I think it's kind of cool. McFarlane, of course, has been doing Spawn for so many years, right? So this is the cape. Like I said, it's actually a lot more material than I initially thought. It's pretty thick in in terms of the plastic. So kind of cool. Check it out right there. Let's see. So I guess this is still produced under that sort of weird I don't want to say law, but like rule where they cannot include, mm, pistols or rifles or anything of that nature with the figures. So it's a little bit funny because this dude has like a holster with a pistol right there, and I think this is molded all together. I don't think it's meant to be. Uh, yeah, I don't think it's meant to leave that holster. At least I can't do it right now, and I don't want to break it. So you got a bunch of ammo, weapons. I mean, sorry, bunch of ammo, but no weapons. You got some explosives. You got that holster. You got some explosive rounds right there, but nothing to launch them with. So that's a little bit peculiar. Um, cool looking figure. Again, I kind of want to peek. Can we lower his mask here? I don't know. Does anybody know in the chat? Again, I don't want to break this. Even though it was cheap, that doesn't mean I want to destroy it. Yeah, I can't. I can barely peek like to his nose, but no, doesn't look like it's gonna be able to come off. Maybe I should look that up before I break it. But there it is. I am putting together a very small Spawn section on my shelves on the toy closet Spawn. I was very into it. I think like most kids our age, back in the 90s, I was flipping out when that movie came out. And then well, we all know how that did, but I always enjoyed it anyway. So very cool fig. There it is. Technically from Mortal Kombat 11, Commando Spawn from McFarlane Toys, of course. So yeah. I guess we didn't really peek at the back of it. There it is. The rest of his belts and stuff. So pretty good. Good details, I think. And again, for $5, come on, cannot beat that. So I'm not too sure how to. I'm assuming these are meant to be grabbed by the hands, in that middle post. But again, I am traumatized after breaking Lexi. So yeah, so that's the first figure. What do you guys think? Do you guys collect Spawn or Mortal Kombat for that matter? Or do you collect any of the many other properties that McFarlane has done over the years? Kind of crazy, right? To think. Let me jump back here into the chat. Let's see. Where am I? Rolando saying had a real life perspective show and nerd affiliated. Hey, we got Brett in the house collecting with cool saying, "What's up, General? Reporting for duty." I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for coming in. Rolando saying hi to Martha and Brett. Brett saying hi back to Rolando. Janine saying hi to Brett and Rolando. Me taking a sip. Delicious. Brett saying, Rolando, I'll be shipping your stuff this weekend. Ooh, what are you making? Hey, C says Brett. Real life says nice. Spawn figure looks killer, but thanks for sharing. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Don't break it, says Janine. It's like you know something. It's like you've been here before. Anyway, so that was the first figure. Again, what do you guys think? And do you guys collect Spawn? And let me see here. What am I doing? All right, that's better. Okay. What do you guys say if we just jump right into the next one? because again, we're here to open up some toys. We talked a little bit about some of the offerings for Hasbro, HasLab, and we checked in on those cool Silverhawks for Super 7. I kind of want those chrome ones now. I have two of the original ones which were not chrome, and now I'm kind of regretting it. I don't know. Somebody here in the chat, let me know if you guys have them. If they do look really chrome, I'm very curious now. Okay, so what do you guys say if we go ahead and crack open our mud trooper, like easy collecting Colin called it, you know? So again, I think this is technically meant to be like the gingerbread colors, right? And I'm assuming so by the pattern. Uh, this one was, what was this one? Was this the Walmart exclusive? I get it mixed up, to be honest. There was maybe five or six in this wave, right? And they were all individually exclusive to different stores. So GameStop had one, of course, Amazon, Target, Walmart. There's a couple more that I'm missing, of course, but yeah, they were all kind of exclusive, to their individual stores, different ones. So I don't know. Like I said, when I saw this, I was like, yeah, that's a pass for me, as most of them were actually. I think I only picked up one this year or last year, I should say. But for $6, guys, come on. And it's actually in good shape. The box is actually like if I wanted to keep it in box, it's a decent piece. And again for $6, cannot beat it. But yeah, let's go ahead and open this one. All right, so we're gonna do it here again on camera, although this one has a lot of tape. No matter. There we go. Worthless. Extra worthless. Boom. That's it. Worth nothing. I'm of course kidding, guys, but I, it doesn't feel right. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Rip it out like a band-aid. So there it is. All right. Off goes the box. I think it's recycling day tomorrow, so that's good. Okay. So tray shot. It does come with this front-facing, tray. This is what you see out of the box. So there it is. Tray shot for all you tray shot people. Um, Clone Trooper Phase 2, old body, of course. I'll be very surprised if this is a new body. This is old body. We do have a holiday porg, and it comes with its blaster. Um, what I always liked about these blasters that they, a lot of the times, or most of the time, I think, they represent them in the same colors as the Nerf versions, in real life. So I was actually kind of like that. They did that with the Mandalorian on that first wave. So I'm gonna take out this little porg first because I don't want to lose him. Let's see if we can focus here. There it is. Tiny little penguin looking porg with red fur, I guess. I guess it's technically meant to be like a coat, right? But anyway, there you go. Yeah, kind of funky looking. All right. So next up, let's do the blaster. So there it is. Really didn't spend any money on paint except for that, orange tip, which again to me it kind of is meant to emulate like the Nerf, colors or version on it. And then lastly, but definitely not leastly, we got our trooper. So let's get him out here. Okay. Oof, I have a lot of trash around here. Cheers. Okay, so here it is. Holiday Trooper in a particular shade of brown all around, right? So we do have some paint, of course, as you can see on its chest, some buttons on the visor, it's white, but we also have on the cuffs right there on both his hands and down on the ankles or close to the ankles, I should say. So right there on his legs, see that? So, and they do go all around, thankfully. So that would have been very bad if they didn't. Um, so yeah, there we go. Phase 2 armor. I'm just noticing now. I don't know why it didn't click before, but his under armor, haha, don't sue me. His undergarments, right, for the armor, his jumpsuit, let's say, is also brown. I don't know why I thought it was black, but no, it is a darker shade of brown. It's almost purplish. So keeping in line with the theme. So there it is, single joint. Definitely nothing to write home about. Again, I would have been very surprised if they gave us the new body, but there it is. Not too bad, You can still get a few good poses out of him. So yeah, Colin, you might be right. This might be a Muddy Trooper type of thing. So let's see if we can get his blaster on. At least one hand for now. Okay, so there it is with his pew pew. It doesn't really scare anybody because it's got an orange tip. Yeah, you know what? Not too bad. Not too bad. For $6, pretty good. Pretty good. Now, a lot of these guys in uh in the Black Series, they are actually uh so the helmet is glued, right? But there is an actual clone head under here. The basically Tamora Morrison's head or likeness. So I think that's the case with this one. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up there, but you do see that there is that other layer of plastic right there. So I think this one does have a head, probably unpainted or probably just, the same shade of brown as the rest of the body. So that's interesting. That is interesting. Not too sure why they did that. Um, I'm assuming it's because it was cheaper to just glue a helmet on some of the figures, but then to give us a little bit more paint and give us a figure that you could have with the removable helmet. Again, one of those Hasbro choices that we may never understand or like for that matter. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys collect the holiday edition of Black Series? In this particular case, Phase 2 Clone Trooper Holiday Edition. I like to call him Gingerbread theme. Colin calls him a Mud Trooper. That might be a little bit better, like I said. So yeah, there it is. $6 at Ross. Pretty good, pretty good. And let's see. Oh, I almost lost the little pork. So I'm gonna set him off to the side to not lose him. We got LGP saying greetings, masters. What's going on, brother? Thank you so much for being here. Cute, says the first sister. Charles says, I enjoyed the original movie Spawn and the clown, right? I thought it had some pretty good stuff. Brad reminding everybody to hit that like button. So I would greatly appreciate it if you do. Let know that mythical YouTube algorithm that we're having fun here on a Tuesday night. Can you believe that? Especially when I gave you guys such a short notice. And again, I really, really, truly appreciate you guys. But let's see. Brett says, I like the Nutcracker version. Yeah, you know what? That one's kind of cool. That one is kind of cool. It definitely has a lot more paint, right, to it. LGP saying rock on. Okay, so what do you guys say? And we just jump right into the next one. I promised you guys, 3 figures, and damn it, I am going to deliver. Um, yeah, I don't like opening figures. That's not the point. Anyway, so we're gonna set our Ginger Trooper to the side. Okay, last but definitely not least, Gundam. OG Gundam, as I like to call him, Grandpappy Gundam. RX 78 S2. So, yeah, from the Bandai Gundam Universe collection. Again, I've been kind of enjoying these figures. So, very, very cool. But one thing that I do not like is look at how cool this art looks. Look at how, like, detail and weather and all the little scuff marks and shadows and all that on the art. But then we're gonna see on the figure, you can kind of see it here. The paint is just there's literally like no weathering to it. So let's crack it open because this one I kind of want to try to weather it, even if it's just a little bit. I think it's gonna be um, a very good looking figure if I do. So let's how does this one go? This one's from the side. Okay, so here we go. Ready, 3, 2, 1, and disco. All right. There we go. That was a very poor. Just goes to show you how much I actually open figures. So we got some papers. We got some documentation here showing you how to do stuff with the figure. That's appreciated. Let's see. Let's take it out of the tray right there. We do have a little bit of coloring, background, but we don't want that. I just knocked off a bunch of stuff. Whoops. All right. So let me take off that top cover of the tray so we can get our tray shot finally. And I just dropped the hand. All right. So, and now I just dropped something else. All right. Seriously, stop it. Okay. Maybe we do this like that. So, few savers, few accessories, blaster, shield, hands, or hand because I just lost one. And I think I dropped more stuff than I realized. Hey, I'm a professional YouTuber, guys, okay? Relax. It's all under control. It's not. It's never under control. So let me set offside. So this is what I managed to catch. Another hand right there. Looks like a trigger hand. And the hilt or unignited hilt for its beam saber. In Gundam, they're called beam sabers because, probably George Lucas was like, hey, I own lightsaber. Okay. You can call it laser sword, maybe. And they're like, we'll just call it beam saber. He's like, whoa. That's too close. And they're like, yeah, you don't own saber. All right. So I'm afraid to get all the little details or all the little accessories out, but this is the main figure. Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. Good molding. Like if the camera's not doing it justice, but it actually does have some fair amount of detail, actually. Check out some of the joints and stuff. It looks good. So like I said, I think if I apply just a little bit of weathering on this one, it's gonna look very, very nice. Overall, the figure, feels solid. Posability wise, it looks good. Legs, oversized like they are mostly in Gundam, especially on this first one. So yeah, the proportions are a little bit off, but most Gundams they are, so it's okay. Does come with the jetpack already installed. And let me see if I can do the accessories very quick. So we got his beam rifle. Fair enough amount of paint. And the detail, like I said, details are good. The mold is really good, actually. So maybe just a little bit of weathering is gonna elevate this figure. And then we got its shield with the Earth Federation crest, of course. Pretty cool. I am actually liking these figures. I found another unignited beam saber hilt right there. Set it off to the side, and we actually have a. Let's see. So I think this is like a handle adapter for the shield. Not entirely sure. And we got a couple of these. These look kind of funky though. So we got a couple of beam saber blades. One of them is a little bit more crooked than the other, but we do get two, so that's cool. So you can put them to your unignited, I'm assuming, to your unignited hilt. Let me see here. Yep. And there you go. That's pretty cool. So you can display it with just the hilts, on his backpack, or you can, have the full on ignited. So if I remember correctly from the cartoon, these guys go back here, like so, maybe. Yeah, there you go. Pretty cool. All right. So there it is, guys. Bandai Gundam Universe RX 78 2. So Grandpappy Gundam, OG Gundam. Kind of cool, right? Kind of cool. So I'm excited to see more of these, over at Ross. Hopefully, we get some other designs and some of the newer models too, because I wouldn't mind picking up a few of these guys. I think I have three in total that I've picked up. And funny enough, this is my first like actual Gundam. The other two have been, I guess, villains that are not Gundam exactly, the mobile suits. But yeah, pretty cool. So glad to have him, and glad to have you, Bunker Bunch, here along for the ride. Again, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Um, Josh and Christmas it is. Brett saying, "Oh, catch ripping the morning up at 3:45 for work. Count Simi and Rex at 3 Central tomorrow in the workshop. Amazon special to share." What? Very cool. So definitely check out Collecting with Cool. 3 p.m. Central tomorrow with Rex from Millennium Workshop. Do not miss that. They're cooking over there. And while I'm plugging in stuff, please, guys, check out the General Kenobi's Bunker debrief. That is going to happen tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Central. And we're going to be talking about episode 4 of Bad Batch, which is set to debut technically in a few hours, right? On Disney Plus, but I will not stay awake for that. I have to work and mold. And so I will probably watch it some point in the morning/afternoon, and then we'll get back here into the bunker at 8:30 p.m. Central for the debrief, where we're gonna go uh, try to take a little bit deep dive on the episode. Full disclosure, we are going to be talking about spoilers. We are going to be talking about details. We like to show some scenes from the episode and things like that. So if you haven't watched the episode yet, no worries. You can always come back to the rewatch. And I appreciate each and every single one of you that joined me last week. Last week was tough. I am not going to joke around. Last week was tough because it was 3 episodes. I didn't want to do a super long stream. I still managed to do it kind of within the hour, but it was very tough to summarize and discuss 3 episodes, in the same live stream. But I appreciate each and every single one of you that stuck around and hung out for that. So thank you, thank you. Like I said, we will be doing only one episode tomorrow, so it should be fairly smoother. And hopefully, we can take a deeper dive into what we saw, what we think we saw, and maybe a few Easter eggs. So let me know if you guys are excited about Bad Batch season 3, the final season. Um, if I'm being honest, the 3 episode premiere was not what I was expecting. Yeah, it wasn't for this being the final season. I kind of felt like they had to go out with a bang. And so far, it's not happening. Yes, I know we got plenty of episodes left, so I'm not saying it's not going to happen. All I meant is that for the premiere of the last season, of the final season, I should say, I was kind of hoping they would have done a little bit more. But maybe that's just me. Let me know what you guys think here in the chat. And again, join me tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Central, for General Kenobi's debrief. Also, I would greatly appreciate it if you check out our Facebook, General Kenobi's Bunker. Just type that. I know it's misspelled. Facebook is being weird with the address for some reason. It's weird, but definitely check us out over on Facebook where we post different stuff. Same thing, check us out over on Instagram, general.kenobis.bunker, to be well informed, especially when I go live, right? That's where I posted first. So thank you again, Bunker Bunch, for joining me here on such a short notice. Check us out on TikTok at general_Kenobis_bunker. And if you are of Spanish speaking descent, or you have friends, or you have worst enemies, send them over to our second channel here on YouTube, where we produce content in Spanish. The channel is called El Búnker del General Kenobi, which literally translates to General Kenobi's Bunker. So check us out there. And also, I would greatly appreciate it if you leave us your like and subscribe if you haven't. Hopefully, if this was your first time here on the show, hopefully you had a good time. This was a little bit, of course, not so much Star Wars centric. This is where we talk about toys. So appreciate you again. Thank you for joining me here tonight. You guys are awesome. Okay, you guys are awesome. I gave you guys like a 17-minute, heads up, and here you are. You still showed up in force, so I greatly appreciate that. Each and every single one of you that commented, that tuned in, and I appreciate you on the rewatch. Thank you so much. You are also part of the Bunker Bunch. And with that, I will wish you a good night. Thank you over on Instagram. I appreciate you guys too joining. Um, Sorry I don't interact that much. Still kind of figuring out the technicalities of it. But thank you if you're watching on Instagram. I greatly appreciate it. Last thing, Janine, once again, send you the big hug. Let us know if you need anything, and just remember that your YouTube family is here for you guys. So, with that, I wish you a good night, a good rest of the week, and again, don't forget tomorrow 8:30 p.m. Central. Let's talk about the newest episode of Bad Batch. All right. With that, have a good night, get some rest, and I'll catch you on the next one.